Hello everyone, Evan here, back with another video. Today we have the second wave of the 4-inch Jakks-specific Sonic line, which include Sonic, Knuckles, Tails from Wave 1, and Metal Sonic, and their accessories. So I'm going to do what I did last time, cover the accessories first, then the figurines. Let's get right into it. Okay, so right off the bat, the accessories look way better. Starting off, we have the Sonic board. A simple black board with some decals around it. The backside has a light blue and white saying the word Sonic on it, which is, I don't know, a reference to Olympics, I don't know. On the front it has the Team Sonic logo with a white outline and a small peg in front which you can put a figurine on. As I'm going to show right now, this is my Wave 1 Sonic on the board. As you can see, the peg holds it in place, similar to how it gets held in place on the Green Hill playset, which granted limits the posability in the legs, but makes it look a little more cooler than having it posed on like a running pose. It now looks like he's like sledding down a mountain or jumping out a military helicopter. This is really well sculpted, definitely like it. Next accessory up, we have a Chaos Emerald. This one comes with Knuckles, and it's been a long time since we had a Chaos Emerald. I think the last one we got was from Jazz was way back in like I think 5 years ago. I can't remember, but still. It's sculpted well, has a small peg at the bottom which makes it stand upright without needing a stand like every other Chaos Emerald before it. And also you put an extra 2.5-inch figurine, it looks like a Master Emerald, so that's also kinda neat. It's really well sculpted, definitely like it, and also you get your boy Knuckles with it, so I see it as a win-win situation. Next up we have arguably the most blandest and generic accessory of the bunch. We have the Speed Shoes. It's just like the invincibility monitor, except instead of the star insert, we now have Sonic shoes in. Yeah, it's kind of bland, there's not much I have to say for it. It's the same one as last time, only the Sonic shoe. The sculpt is not really original, it still is good. The paint is well done, not that much to say about it really. Our last accessory for the day, the Eggman Spring. It's a simple enough concept. Eggman Spring that sends you a different direction or just completely offsets your jump. Same function as a spring, but instead of having an outer spring, like the original Star Spring, if you press this one, it goes inwards like a button, which is really kind of cool. It also functions a lot more to how the game functions, because the entire thing doesn't compress, just that red button compresses and launches you in the opposite direction. The detailing is there, it's got the yellow and black lines in the Eggman face. It also makes a really nice noise when you spam the heck out of it like a mechanical keyboard. And yeah, that's my take on the accessories. All in all, they're really good except for the Speed Shoes. In other words, don't bother picking up Tails unless you didn't get them from Wave 1. Speaking of the twin-tailed fox, Tails is just like the Wave 1. Nothing's changed, the only thing better about it is that the paint job is better, and the ankle joint that I complained about before I think is fixed. Somewhat. That might be a problem with majority of the Tails. There's not much to say about it except it's simple enough, same articulation from Wave 1, it's got the elbow joint, it's got the free hand, it's got the ball jointed hand. Yeah, there's not much to talk about this Tails figurine since I already covered it Wave 1. So instead just enjoy me moving it around and showing you how it works. It also has got its leg and knee joints, and its ball joints in the shoes. The shoes look a lot better than the Wave 1 variant. So in other words, this figurine is just Wave 1 except with Speed Shoes. If you missed out on Tails from Wave 1, get it. If you didn't, if you actually got Tails, don't bother picking this one up. It's a complete waste of time and money. Next up, we have Sonic. This Sonic's actually different than the Wave 1 version. Instead of having the same smirk, instead he's now been given a smile, and the eye lights, I think that's what they're called, are at the bottom instead of the top. Here's a comparison between that one and Wave 1. The hands have been switched in the sense of Sonic's right hand is now closed, and his left hand is now somewhat open, similar to Shadow's hand. The sculpting on this one, the sculpting on Wave 2 is a bit better. There's a bit of a height difference. You can see the Wave 2 Sonic is a bit more taller than the other Sonic, which kind of throws some measurements off with Metal Sonic, but besides that, they're both equally good. I'd recommend getting Wave 1 Sonic if you want more like a base design Sonic. The paint job is obviously better on Wave 2. So do I recommend this figurine? Yes, get this one instead of Tails. Now we're finally getting to the good stuff of Wave 2. And if there's one thing about Knuckles the Echidna that's better than every other figurine that's been released thus far, it's his shoes. They're a lot more bigger in size compared to Sonic's, Tails, Shadow's, and Eggman's, which means he can actually stand better without needing to worry about bending too far back or bending too far forward without toppling over. And coupled with how his hands are, it also adds a bit of like stabilization weights, if you will. The sculpt and paint on this figurine is well done. I'm pretty sure it looks better on other figurines. His spiked mitts, he's got two of them, obviously. He has one closed one and one somewhat open one, which some people pose to open called the Chaos Emerald. I think that's also what they do with product images, I can't remember. And yeah, he's got an open smile similar to Wave 2 Sonic. He's got the same joints as everyone else, except now he can't really move because of his dreads. Another little problem with my Knuckles is that the shoes. There's some paint marks in between like a small gap where the gray Lego brick is and the green sock part of the shoe, which is a bit annoying, but it's not that noticeable once you like really look at it. But besides that, you should definitely get this figurine. It's one of the best ones of Wave 2. Anyways, on to our last, but definitely not least character. Now for our final figure of the day, we have Metal Sonic. Looking really better than the Tomy Sonic. Sorry Tomy fans, but I'm just saying the truth. They have a painted engine. Tomy's one wasn't painted. This one actually has signs of deterioration, I think, unless that's like part of the intentional design by Eggman or the figurine sculpt mold. So it's got the gray, the yellow, it's got all the details in, it's got the rivets. I'm not sure what those cylinder parts are of Metal Sonic, but it captures his metallic side, and that's what's the best part about it. I mean, what's Metal Sonic without the metallic parts? His eyes are really well painted. He lacks a metallic shine like the Jazzwares one, but that's been the case for Tomy as well, so I'll excuse it for now. The engine turbine's painted in, although it's a bit crooked and not really well done. He's got the yellow plates, I think, or whatever they call the yellow parts on Metal Sonic. I don't know much about robotic terminology. He has elbow joints and knee joints. Well, everyone has knee joints, but he's kind of on par with Dr. Eggman with the same joint level. He's got elbow joints like Eggman, and that's really it. That's the only thing Eggman has extra unlike everyone else. So I'm assuming this is either a thing reserved for the villains, or later down the track we can see them all having elbow joints. I'm not sure. It's just a thing on Jack Pacific, that's what they've been doing so far. So I'm assuming this must be a villain exclusive thing. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. All I know is that you should definitely pick up this figurine if you can't get any of the other ones. Try and shoot for metal. So, what are my final thoughts on these figurines? Besides Tails being a repeat of Wave 1, they are all amazingly sculpted, well detailed, and fit really well with the character personalities. Metal Sonic has the extra articulation, Knuckles can actually stand without having to worry about him falling over, and Sonic's new expression is really welcome instead of having the same one from Wave 1. The accessories are way better than the first wave. We got a Chaos Emerald for the first time, and this one actually can stand without using a stand like the ones from Jazzwares, and I don't think Tomy ever released a Chaos Emerald. And besides the Emerald, we also got Sonic's board, the speed monitor, and the Eggman spring, each one looking in-game accurate, except for the shoes. I've got no idea when the item boxes went from square to spherical. But besides that, do I recommend this? Yes, I do. These are some of the best figurines I've seen thus far, which I'm going to say about every single figurine, because each one keeps topping each other in more, better ways. Thank you for watching my video. You've been a lovely audience. I'll see you all next video.